Feed, engage. Welcome back everybody, time for the next Heat 3 race of the day. Out come the unrestricted cars, they are the shifters. Making their way out for the twins and the performance singles. Brett Jex comes out last, so he's got the kart working. On track, we have in 1, Stevie George, 2, Dan Lawler, 3, Bradley George, 4, Zach Walvin, 5, Mark Walker, 6, Michael George, 7, Jacob Edwards, 8, Jake Malema, 9, Will Herrick, 10, Cooper Walvin, 11, Grant Edwards, 12, Will Coleman, 13, William Dowd, 14, Kirsty Halpern, 15, Brett Jex, and 16, Benny Blackman, who I'm not sure is here. Here they go then, all ready to go. Some very, very fast karts in this field. They are absolute rockets, some of these. And they are ready to go green. Here we go then. Do we go green at the first time of asking? Let's turn fuel into noise and go green light racing. Away we go. Up the hill they go. Lawler gets the whole shot. Stevie George slots to 2. Bradley George has gone to 3. Then it's Walvin. Walvin with him. Then Michael George has gone through. Oh no, straight on. Straight through. Unfortunately, has gone Brett Jex. As the leaders continue. Cooper Walvin hanging it out there as the leaders come down the hill. Now we're going to see what has Zach Walvin got in the tank. What can he do with the kart in front of him? He's in a George sandwich at the minute. Leader Lawler, second George, third Bradley George, then Walvin, then Michael George, then Walker. Behind Marky Walker, Herrick, Edwards, Walvin, Edwards, Malema, Coleman, Dowd. Brett's out of the car. So it didn't work. Whatever he did to it has not worked, unfortunately. And through goes William Dowd. Dowdy! Heads down. Also, somebody else is out. So I think we've lost. Maybe Malema will check in a minute as the leaders come down the hill. Through they go, through Ludby Kart Supplies. Heading back up towards us already. Stevie George was Lawler. Lawler was the one. Lawler is the car you are looking at. Who's out? The leader has gone. Lawler's gone. Has he blown it? Lawler is no longer in this race. Stevie George now leads it. George, Walvin, Walker, George, Herrick, Walvin, Edwards, Malema, Coleman, Dowd. Up the hill they go. Plenty of time as Herrick comes down the hill. After Marky Walker's right on his tail. Herrick getting quicker and quicker. And Marky Walker knows it too. Down the hill they come. Heading now round onto Bendigo Bank. Past me they head. Up the hill. They continue. Stevie George leads. Bradley George 2, Walvin 3, Walker 4, Herrick 5, Michael George 6, Jacob Edwards hanging on in 7 from Cooper Walvin. Cooper though, on his tail, Cooper having another look at him. Cooper trying to get after him, and he's looking over the shoulder to see where he is. He knows what's there. And he knows that's the rocket that is Cooper Walvin. Walvin getting after him. Back down. Oh, big slide, big slide. Walvin reels him in. Again, he reels him in further. But Edwards trying to stay away. Behind them, Malima and Grant Edwards. Malima then, back up towards us. Jakey in the 68, holding his own with Grant Edwards for company. Grant Edwards going to have a look at him. Where will he get to him though? Can he reel him in? Down the hill they go. Edwards takes a different line. Will Coleman trying to catch them both. Through they go. Into infinity. Down to Ludwig Card Supplies. Malima holding him at bay. Round he comes. Malima holds. Still Edwards and Coleman try and get to him. William Dowdy at the back at the moment. Round go the leaders. Already coming back up towards me. Plenty of cards have fallen by the wayside. Stephen George leads the way. Bradley George in two. Walvin and Walker almost swapping places. Back down the hill they come. Marky Walker's after this. Through infinity and beyond. Down they head. Into Ludwig Card Supplies. It's a three-way. It's on like Donkey Kong. Back up the hill they come. George, Walvin, Walker. 2, 3 and 4. Through SVG. Back down the hill they come. 11 laps in. They're still going at it. Through the left-hander. Walvin. Changing the line. Starting to turn the wick up. And the Tillotson is maybe going to go for the win. Will he make that move? Up the hill they go. The second of the Tillotsons, Cooper Walvin, is leading the way of the heavies. Here comes Cooper. Grant Edwards is behind him. Will Coleman's in 3. Kirsty helping 12 laps down. There is your leader. Cooper Walvin leading the way in the heavies with 13 laps in. In the mediums, Bradley George still from Walvin. There he is. Bradley George, Zach Walvin, Mark Walker, Michael George. 1, 2, 3 and 4 with Jacob Edwards behind them. Malima next and then down. In the unrestricted, here he comes. Stevie George leads it. Herrick's out, Lawler's out. Brett Jex is out. He's on his own. He's shown them how it's done. And Stevie George can afford to back it off with 5 laps remaining. 5 to go for Stevie George. Up the hill he goes on his own. Down comes the battle. Still more going on. Oh, down! Holds the inside line, then has to yield. Down in a battle with Karts trying to get past him as they come back up towards me. There is Dowdy. With him is Coleman. So Will Coleman on the back of Dowd. He's about to lap him. So Dowd is about to get the Coleman treatment as well as, guess who? The Stevie George treatment. Who's got to be careful. He's got to be careful how he goes through. He goes on the outside of Coleman. He's going to switch to the inside of both of them. He does so. Will Coleman lets him through. He says thank you very much. And Stevie George goes through in a complete 17. 3 to go. 3 remaining. Down the hill, down the box he goes. Then he'll make up 1 more gear and feather it round that bottom hairpin. He'll get onto the front straight away, get up to 5th gear and absolutely blast it up there. Well over 100 kilometres an hour, he's absolutely flying. George leads it still, and Stevie will not be caught. Stevie George, the only remaining unrestricted kart in the field. Everybody else fell by the wayside. Will Herrick stopped. Dan Lawler stopped. Up the hill he goes. White flag's been shown. 1 to go for him. Down the hill he comes. No! He almost got taken out by Malima. That was unbelievable. Jakey nearly lost it. But it is unrestricted. Heat 3. Winner! Stevie George! In the mediums, winner, Bradley George! Second, Zach Wolfin, third, Mark Walker. In the heavies, winner, Cooper Wolfin! Second, Grant Edwards. Third, Will Coleman. Fourth, Kirsty Halpin, who was unfortunately 20 laps down. The rest of the mediums, Bradley George from Zach Wolfin, from Mark Walker, 1, 2, 3. Fourth was Michael George. Fifth, Jacob Edwards. Sixth, Jake Malima. Seventh, William Dowd. The rest of the unrestricted, Will Herrick didn't finish. Dan Lawler didn't finish. Brett Jakes didn't finish. Back for the next one very soon.